Between work, bills, family, and trying to stay healthy, the everyday pressures of life can turn you into an anxious mess. Maybe you were an anxious child who grew into an anxious adult, or maybe you developed anxiety later in life. Regardless of when symptoms began, it's possible that your mind is in overdrive, and you're always waiting for the rug to be pulled out from under you. The good news is that popping pills isn't the only way to get your fears and nerves under control. Here are 8 simple and effective ways to battle anxiety without medication. 1. Get moving. Exercise is probably the last thing you want to do when your mind's in overdrive. You may worry about post-workout soreness and being unable to walk or sit for the next 2 days. Or your mind might go to the worst-case scenario and you fear overexerting yourself and having a heart attack. But in reality, exercise is one of the best natural anti-anxiety solutions. Physical activity raises endorphins and serotonin levels to help you feel better emotionally. And when you feel better on the inside, your entire outlook improves. And because your brain can't equally focus on 2 things at once, exercise can also take your mind off your problems. Aim for at least 30 minutes of physical activity 3 to 5 days a week. Don't think you have to struggle through a painful workout. Any type of movement is good, so put on your favorite jam and move around the house. Or grab a mat and break out into your favorite yoga poses. 2. Give yourself a bedtime. With your busy schedule, there's no time for sleep, right? Some workaholics brag about only needing 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night, as if to say, I'm more determined and committed than everyone else. But no matter what you might tell yourself, you're not a robot. Humans need sleep to function properly, so unless you beamed in from some nearby planet, this also applies to you. Whether you deal with insomnia, purposely limit your amount of sleep, or you're a self-professed night owl, chronic sleep deprivation makes you susceptible to anxiety. Do yourself, and everyone around you, a favor and get 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Develop a bedtime routine to read a book or do something relaxing before bed. The better prepared you are to get a good night's sleep, the better quality of sleep you'll have, which leads to a better morning as well. Feel okay saying no. Your plate is only so big, and if you overwhelm yourself with everyone else's personal problems, your anxiety will also worsen. We've all heard the adage, there's more happiness in giving than receiving. But nowhere in this sentence does it say you should sit back and let others infringe on your time. Whether you're driving someone around on errands, picking up their kids from school, or lending an ear about their problems, you'll have little strength to care for your personal affairs if you spend almost all your energy caring for others. This doesn't mean you should never help anyone, but know your limitations, and don't be afraid to say no when you need to. 5. Live in the moment. Other than the words on this page, what are you thinking about right now? Are you worried about a meeting you have next week? Are you stressed about meeting your financial goals? Or maybe you're obsessing over whether you'll be a good parent, although you have 0 kids and have no plans to conceive in the near future. If you answered yes to any of these questions, you've just uncovered part of the problem. Like many others with anxiety disorders, you have trouble living in the moment. Instead of worrying about today, you're already thinking about tomorrow's problems. And depending on the severity of your anxiety, you might be stressing about yesterday's mistakes. You can't control the future, and you can't borrow a time machine and change the past, so here's a thought, take each day as it comes. Not to say you can't be proactive and head off problems. But don't put too much focus on what has been and what will be that you create anxiety for yourself. Mindfulness and meditation are rooted in living in the moment and have been proven to ease anxiety. Try practicing for a few minutes a day and increase the duration over time. The best part? You can do it anywhere, in bed, at your work desk, or even on the commute home. Anxiety is a beast, but it is possible to win the battle without medication. Sometimes, overcoming worry and nervousness is simply a matter of modifying your behavior, thoughts, and lifestyle. You can start with a drug-free approach, and then speak with a doctor if your symptoms don't improve or worsen. These drug-free, anti-anxiety tactics can even help you complement your medication regimen. Do what works for you, and know that anxiety does not control your life. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well.